What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. I believe we've wrapped up with Funky Village. We'll probably have some dialogue after. But it turns out the chief only needed glasses because he has crappy eyesight. He's probably nearsighted and farsighted. Just like absolutely awful. I don't know why he's the chief if he's blind. What are you all doing here? Did you all come out from the raid or something? I don't know what you outsiders have done, but now the lot of you look completely balmy! Whatever the hell that means. I'm glad that we were able to bring a smile to your face, Chief. Your face is all stretched out, and look at you with that enormous nose. Who are you talking to? It appears the lenses in our makeshift glasses provide the Chief with a slightly distorted view of the world. Before I forget, didn't you say something about wanting this eggy thing? You would allow us to take it, sir? Well, normally no. I've been bored out of my skull for ages. My back's giving me grief, and my wife's always nagging. I thought this festival might lighten life up a bit, but no. All we've had is a slew of terrible acting verging on the invisible. But you've changed all that. I won't be needing this eggy thing to console me anymore. You are most kind, Chief Burrell. We will not forget your generosity. Now, all this talk of eggs is making me hungry. I'm going home to make some French toast because apparently missionaries or settlers, brought French toast with them. They know what French toast is? Excuse me, you can't just walk off without saying a word to us, Chief. Why not? The festival's been going on for days. It's over now, isn't it? It's hardly been much of a festival. We've been working our backsides off trying to get you to cheer up. I'd expect you to at least sort out a little bit of fun for us now. Well, you could have said that earlier, you silly toads. And here I was thinking we were done. Alright then, let's put the Fong back in Fongy. Unfortunately, I don't think we have time to stay for the festivities. Give my thanks to the villagers for all their efforts. Off so soon! Well, you're welcome back at any time. After all, you've opened my eyes to the people around me. Peace! See you'll never! Getting out of this mushroom town. Welcome back, sirs and madams. I trust your expedition was a blinding success. It was, thank you. In fact, the Fonky Chief's generosity was quite astounding, and he graciously offered us his egg. We even saw a whole new side to Luke and the Professor. Truly, Raymond, it's a pity you weren't there to witness it. You needn't concern yourself on my behalf, Master. Just like his mother, this young buck only aspires to serve, and to serve well. What was that? I find there's no greater pleasure than seeing my master's more whimsical side. Raymond, how? Ladies and gentlemen, the preparations for our departure are complete. When you wish to leave, simply say the word. Now that he's heard it, I'll have to come up with a new joke. Professor Layton, Professor Sycamore, I think my memory may be returning. Are you able to recall something now? Yes, I can see an arid desert. Here, this entire land used to be a gaping void. The Azran transformed it into a vibrant oasis. That's what the egg is telling me. You mean the Azran brought this entire jungle into existence? So it seems, but the rest of my memory is still a haze. It is truly astounding to discover that the Azran had such an impact on the modern day, on life itself. Indeed. Well then, shall we set off? We're wrapping up these places pretty quickly. Alright, next stop on the list. We have 2 places left. Let's go with the desert. That way we can end on a happy little hillside later. If the map in the Azran Dome is accurate, then there should be an egg somewhere in the vicinity. The land is arid, yet the ore paints the landscape a beautiful hue. The nearby town is surrounded on all sides by rocky mountains. Locating the egg may prove difficult. I agree. I can only sense a faint resonance of the Azran. I feel like she's always saying that. Oh, it's faint, but there's something there. But it's very faint. It's so weak. Then it seems we'll have a long journey ahead of us. Let us begin by talking to the locals. It's very Latin American. What the heck is a kit? Oh, it's like a cough. It's so dusty out here. According to Professor Sycamore, this is the town of Torito. Torito? I've not heard of it before. I don't think I see anything that looks like Azran ruins around here. The people of Torito are sure to be more familiar with the area than we are. It never hurts to ask around. Well then, time to get down to business. That is, as soon as we find someone. It is unusually quiet for a town at this time of day. Look, there's someone now. Hey, a word of advice from me to you. We don't take kindly to strangers here in Torito. Wow, you talk just like they do in cowboy films. Howdy there, partner. A fine day for rusting some cattle, ain't it? Yeehaw! What the fuck? I don't think you heard me straight, boy. You hightail it out of here. Don't you come back, you hear? I can't say this has been the warmest of welcomes. Is there a particular reason for your hostility, sir? Sure is. You folks, you say, you shouldn't be here. Unless you're in a tough nut like me, you ain't gonna last 10 seconds at this town. Everyone run for your lives. It's all red. Oh, red? Yak, someone call the sheriff. I love overblown cowboy accidents. It didn't take much for that tough nut to crack. It seems unwise to linger here. Let's follow the man. Someone poisoned the water hole. Please tell me we're going to a saloon. Bandits!
There it is.
That must be old Red.
Did you see that? It's the egg! We found it at last, Bakar. Boss was right then. Get in position. Don't let it get away! Robin, you nitwit, get back here. Don't you have guns or something? Professor, it's Tangent. Target. Yes, this is very worrying. Even more worrying is the fact that the egg appears to be hanging around that wolf's neck. Well, at least now we know why the streets are virtually deserted. Those men ran straight after the wolf. Come on, Professor, we have to hurry. Luke, stay calm. We've already lost sight of them. Besides, it would be ill-advised to give chase without first finding our bearings. Right, we should ask around first. Do you think that man will be more willing to help now that his overblown ego has popped? Ba-da-ba. The residents of the desert town of Torito live in a fear of a mighty wolf they call Old Red. Every time the beast makes his way into town, the people flee. But why does Old Red need to come to Torito in the first place? The varmint's gone? Well, gee, that's a relief. Hello? You folks again. Look, I ain't no yellow belly, just skedaddle already. You came to the wrong place at the wrong time. One moment, if I may. It's fair to say the wolf we saw earlier is the cause of Torito's troubles, is it not? Yeah, what you saw just now was Old Red. About, 3 weeks ago he started coming down from yonder mountains. Could you tell us which mountains exactly? Not a chance, missy. You go up there and he'll gobble you up faster than you could shake a rattlesnake. But if you're still fixing for an early grave, go see the sheriff about it. He'll be in the saloon. Of course he is. Is he playing poker? Is he talking with the madam about hookers? Despite the panic outside, this room exudes goodwill and cheer. Why is that? The people here seem to be celebrating the fact that they survived the encounter with Old Red, rather than dwelling on their fear. That man outside said the sheriff would be in here, but I don't see anyone who looks like a sheriff, do you? Ain't seen you around these parts, little lady. Where'd you hail from? Looks like a turtle. I'm from the Azran. Oh, Azran! Yep, I think my cousin Doc took a trip there last summer. Fine place. You game for a game of cards? I'll deal. $65. Cards on the table. Now, see here, little missy, here's the game. Don't worry, it's simple enough, even if you ain't never played it before. Look at hands 1, 2, and 3. Each time I've lined up the same 4 cards. Some of them face up, some face down. On the touchscreen, you'll see I've lined up the 4 cards once again. You turn over one of these cards, and I produce a diamond. Oh, you win. What, is there a pattern between these 3? Each time I line up the same 4 cards. Huh? Oh, I see, okay. The 4 cards once again. So there must be a pattern here, just a matter of finding out what it is. Let's see, the one before clubs might be spades. I think it's this one. Because the one after the clubs is spade. We don't know what's before clubs, though. So it's probably diamond. Wait.
I'm fairly sure about this.
Meow.
No?
Oh, they're saying there's an entirely different face. That despite what we see in hands 1, 2, and 3, there is in fact one more. Which in this instance would be the only one we can't see the back of, the clubs.
I'm fairly sure about this. Oh, I did it!
Club is the card you need to turn over. Once you realize that one of old Derringe's cards is double-sided, okay. I don't know, I didn't like that one very much. You suck, Derringer. I'd say we duel at dusk. Now that's how you play cards. Derringer! Oh, you got a answer for you, Chiseler. Sheriff, it was just a friendly little game. There was nothing untoward about it, I swear. Oh, I always thought he was low, but cheating an innocent girl at a game of cards. You'd better make tracks pronto. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. That Derringer may be a bit sly, but he may have a terrible sense of humor. But I guess deep down he ain't really a bad egg. Anyhow, you folks must be from another county or some such. What brings you out here to this deadbeat town? We're looking for something. The wolf you call Old Red has the item we seek around its neck. You want to meet Old Red? With all due respect, you folks be off your rocker. But if you're serious, this ain't really the place. Folks is celebrating and I don't want to bring down the mood, you heard? Let's talk somewhere quieter. Meet me by the dried up creek just north of here. We're in a saloon, why not find an empty room? Why don't we go take a 5-mile hike so we can have a conversation? Keep eating. Bump. Pardon me for back there. I just didn't want to cause a fuss for the whole town, you know. You're afraid of the big wolf? I ain't denying it. That old boy causes us a heap of trouble whenever he pays us a visit. Now, I'm sure you ain't blind, but beyond our little oasis of calm, there ain't nothing but badlands far as the eye can see. I figure his old watering hole dried up, so he made Torito his new favorite spot, if you catch my drift. That makes sense. Animals do what's required to survive. Yup. Now, I ain't saying I don't feel for the poor fella, but if he goes on like this, folks will not want to live here no more. Besides, who's to say he won't try and make off with Derringer or the like one day for his breakfast? We're well aware of the danger, Sheriff. Nevertheless, it is imperative that we find Old Red. I take it you'd know where his den is. No backing down, eh? Ah, fine. But first you gotta help me with this here mystery. Number 66. Blanda Coop. A farmer comes back to his chicken coop to find the door open and all of his chickens gone. He tells the sheriff, who works out either A, B, C, or D is responsible, but they're all pointing fingers at each other. It's B who's to blame. It's C's the culprit. No doubt about it. It's either A or B. I'm not sure which. It's B or C, one of them two. Only one of these people is telling the truth. Now let's see here. Memo. A said it's B. B said it's C. C said it's A or B. D said it's B or C. Now, let me think here. If one person is telling the truth, no one said D did it. No one said D did it. I guess D would be the smartest option to go with. Wait, are we trying to find... Oh, wait. Only one of these people telling the truth. Can you work out who is to blame? Someone is lying. No one said it's D, so D has to be innocent, right? It's B or C. But A... Wait, if D is telling the truth... Oh, right, that's how these puzzles work. Because if D's telling the truth, that means all other 3 people are lying. Right? Isn't that the case? Oh, right, okay. So it's not B, because someone has explicitly said... So it's not B and C, because A is saying it's B, but all A, B, and C are lying. So it's not B. B specifically says C, and that's a problem. And C says A or B, so you can go down this route, right? Isn't that the case? I feel like this is right. I think it's A.
Here's my answer.
Nailed it!
Critical thinking is the key to success.
A is the one who's responsible for the chicken's disappearance. He didn't steal them, though. He simply forgot to close the door. A's punishment would be to get the chickens back and clean the coop. Yes, yes, yes. But it's been 20 minutes, so why don't we go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!